DAngelo could possibly be a death faker.
In 2022, I made a video exposing DAngelo, and in that video, I predicted that DAngelo's character would be a death faker. Now, here we are in 2025, and DAngelo's character is indeed a death faker. To all the people that say I do not be predicting these deaths, well, how many times have I predicted deaths already? Think about that. Also, on Patreon, I have an entire series about characters who will die next, okay? And I recommend you guys go check out that series on Patreon. Now, in that video, I exposed that DAngelo has a character named CJ So Cool, who is a YouTuber. I tell you guys this all the time. They have a YouTuber, they have a TikToker, they have a infiltrator in IRL, they have a rapper, they have an actor, they have characters in different sectors of life, okay? Never forget that. These two characters look identical to each other. And ironically, YouTuber matches to Archer, which is DAngelo's last name, with 37 in a reduction and reverse reduction cipher. In that video in 2022, I also exposed that DAngelo is Lil TJ, okay? This is their rapper character. You have an R&B, aka neo soul singer, you have a rapper, you have a YouTuber, all in one group, along with many other characters that they possibly have. But for the sake of this video, we're only focusing on these three characters, okay? And look how they connect. Lil TJ is a rapper. Rapper matches to February 11th, 1974, which is DAngelo's birthday, with 74 in the ordinal and reduction cipher. These two terms, rapper and DAngelo's birthday, also connect to killing with 74, and rapper matches to killing with 38 also. So I said in that video in 2022, of course, that Lil TJ would also be a death faker because, you know, he had got shot during the time of that video. Now let's decode DAngelo's birthday. DAngelo is born February 11th, 1974. Okay? So February is the second month, all right? That's 2. The 11th, that's 2. That's 22, guys. And if you guys have been subscribed for a very long time, you already know this. Dead equals 22 in gematria, okay? So his entire birth date is just scripted to death. He was born in 1974. 74. Killing equals 74 in the ordinal cipher. Now here are more side-by-side comparisons of these characters. They look identical to each other. Another side-by-side comparison of CJ and DAngelo. You know what's crazy is that they mock people so much with this group of characters. You have CJ and then you have TJ. Okay, do you see how they mock you guys all the time? People that want to vouch for these characters. When I first made that video in 2022, so many people were like, oh, I know TJ, oh, I know CJ. So they didn't want to believe the video. I've already told you guys countlessly, it does not matter if you know them. They have a character out there right now, probably many that are out there right now infiltrating with other people. It does not matter if you know them. See, they purposely infiltrate so that you could vouch for them to make them seem like they're real when they're actually not real, okay? In no way, shape, or form is it benefiting anybody to account for the characters being in real life or infiltrating among people. It's not benefiting anybody, because all you're doing is stunning your own growth consciously, and you're trying to deter people away from the fact that they're a character. They infiltrate in real life. Understand that. I've been saying that since the beginning. They will all infiltrate depending on the place they need to be and how it aligns to whatever agenda they have. They will infiltrate probably in the city near you or the city that you're directly in. Here's another side-by-side comparison. Now, I told you guys, January 13th, 2025, I gave you guys the entire breakdown of how they're going to do things this year. I showed you guys the numbers they were going to use. I've been studying numerology for 4 years now, deeply. I do numerology readings on the celestial tier. Go join. Go get a numerology reading. I can put you directly on the right path of where you can find success. So many people have become successful and built a business based off the readings that I've gave them. Okay, so I know what I'm talking about when it comes to this numerology. I told you guys January 13th, 2025. I set the numbers that they will be using this year. 1, 3, 6, 7, 9. Okay? 1, 3, 6, 7, 9. You could also throw 2 in there. But those are the main numbers that they would be using this year. What is the chance that Angie, who was romantically involved with DAngelo's character, died in a 3-month? And I explained how her death was damage control to the video that I made about DAngelo's character in 2022. And not only that, I explained how her entire death, the numbers were connected to the video I did about the LA fires, where I broke down the energy of this year and the numbers that they would be using. Her character died March 1st. They had to do it with the 1. Now also the 3, because 369 sequence. The 1, why are they using 1? The LA fires were in January. That's a 1 year. Why the 1 in a 9 year? 1 and 9 are connected. They both have the element of fire, okay? They're extremely connected to each other. If you do 1 and 9 together, you get an energy harvest. This is why she died on the 1st. This is why she died in March, the 369. March is the 3rd month. And guess what? Now we see that DAngelo is dead. And DAngelo died at 51. 1 plus 5 is 6. This is 2025, which is a 9 year. You flip that 9, you get a 6. I told you guys, go join the Patreon. You're missing out, honestly. You're just missing out. I made a video on Angie Stone 7 months ago when her character died. Why would 2 characters who have dated in the past die in the same year? A 9 year, okay? And they're killing off so many characters because they're done with a certain group of characters. They're moving forth. We're entering into the 1 year. They're closing off so many things, all right? Angie is Foxy Brown. Go watch that video. I decode everything for you guys to understand. DAngelo died October 14th, 2025. They died 7 months apart. Think about that, guys. 7. 2025 shadow number is 7. Now, also, they're going to use 5 this year because 2025. This shadow number is 7. They died 7 months apart from each other. 2025. He died October 14th. October is the 1 month. I told you guys, all right? The 9 month was harsh. September was harsh. And what does the description say on the LA Fire video? I said, do not give your mind over to the internet in a 9 year. You will be harvested. Your energy will be harvested because you want to know. You want to know why? With 9, logic leaves the room. Sometimes people are acting more off of emotions than actual freaking logic. And that's how they harvest. You couldn't do that stuff in an 8 year. You can't do that. That's Saturn. You can't do that. But this year, that Mars, that dedication without any logic to back it up, energy, people have been crazy. Hence the Charlie Kirk situation. And ironically, DAngelo dies the day that Charlie Kirk, who recently just died in the 9th month in the 9 year, he dies on his birthday? Come on. Are we actually really noticing this stuff right now? Are you guys actually noticing these connections? And not just that, it's also GF's birthday. Okay? So think about all of this. Really think about all of this. And we're going to make a video on GF on Patreon because he's still a sensitive topic. They gatekeep his character a lot on YouTube and other platforms where real people actually cannot talk about his character. We have so many videos on Patreon exposing characters that are not allowed to be talked about on YouTube. That is where all the deeper videos are at. Okay? He died at 51. 5 plus 1 is 6. This is a 9 year. You flip a 9, you get a 6. Come on. His birthday, February 11th. 1974 matches to killing with 74. Now, here's where things get really weird. In my last video about these characters, which was in 2022, I had talked about how Lil TJ was shot 7 times. Okay? And what is the chances that all these years later, his other character is going to die in a 9 year with a shadow 7 number? And he was shot 7 times in 2022. Think about that. He was shot June 22nd, 2022, all those 22s. And in that video, because I rewatched my video from 2022, I even pointed out how he was with a friend who was 22 years old at the time. All of this equals dead, okay? All of this is connected to death, and I explained how he's also going to be a death faker. I explained how DAngelo is going to be a death faker. But with Lil TJ's character, I think they're going to use the Tupac method. And why do I say this? Because Tupac was shot multiple times, lived, and then shot again, then he died, okay? So he was shot June 22nd, 2022. That falls into cancer season. DAngelo died of cancer, pancreatic cancer. Okay? They are mocking people. You have to wake up and notice this stuff. They're mocking you. These deaths are fake. They're an energy harvest. They faked TJ's death, and some people still think his character is dead to this day. Okay? They play with your mind. Okay? And that's not cool. You have to wake up to all this stuff. So in 2022, after Lil TJ was shot, his first post wasn't until 11 weeks after being shot, right? 11 weeks. Think about that. February 11th is when his other character, his base character at that, was born, okay? 11 weeks. That's how long it took him to post again after being shot. His base character is born on the 11th. Now, this year, February 28, 2025, Lil TJ made a song called Apex. And in the music video, he's dressed like who? He's dressed like Tupac. And in my original video on Lil TJ, DAngelo, and CJ So Cool, I exposed how Tupac was insanely connected to these characters via gematria. He's dressed as Tupac. Guys, this is damage control. This is a response. And he's going to die exactly the same way that Tupac's character died. He's dressed exactly like him. You know, this is just ridiculous, actually. And see right here, Tupac's full name matches to what happened to Lil TJ, which was he was shot 7 times with 193 and 58. It matches to DAngelo with 58. And it matches to Lil TJ's first and middle name with 58. And the year that Lil TJ's base character is going to die, in the very beginning of this year, they decide that they're going to have Lil TJ's character dress up as Tupac in a music video. Months later, towards the end of the year, they're going to make his base character die. Think about that. And the craziest connection of it all is he was shot 7 times. And Tupac was shot on September 7th and then died on the 13th. You know, the 7 connection, it's a shadow 7 year. The 9-7 combination going on with Tupac's death. This is what a lot of characters, Eazy-E has the 9-7 combination. This even connects to Charlie Kirk, because Charlie Kirk has a group of characters, and a character part of his group is Mac Miller. And when did Mac Miller die? He died 9/7, September 7th. So it's all interconnected. This is all damage control to the video that I made in 2022. I predicted this character's death. I be telling you guys the characters that's going to die. I could just feel it. And also, there's so much scripting behind it. All the videos that me and Conscious make are mainly on Patreon. I recommend you guys joining Patreon if you guys want to watch videos, especially on us exposing newer characters. We have a plethora of new videos on there, okay? We also have an enlightenment tier where we talk about, I don't like labels, but Starseeds, Chosen Ones, NPCs, you know, stuff of a personal matter, you know, filling out a place, all that type of stuff. We talk about that on the enlightenment tier and celestial tier. Join the celestial tier for a phone call, but if you don't want a phone call, join for a numerology reading, and you get access to all the digital products for free. It's included in your membership. I also have the 2026 numerology calendar coming out this month. So many people purchased the 2025 numerology calendar and just said that it made their life so much easier. Shout out to all those people, those over 100 people that got the 2025 one. The 2026 one is going to be better to all those people that had got it and all the people that are contemplating getting it. This is where we do live streams. If you want videos, go to the Patreon, all right? So again, guys, this was damage control to me. This entire situation is disgusting, because to kill Angie Stone and him in the same year, they're clearly connecting these two characters to harvest more energy, because these two characters dying alone like in their own separate year, wouldn't harvest as much energy as it's doing right now. And you guys really have to wake up. You know, show this to anybody that is programmed with these characters. People have to actually wake up that these characters are fictitious. They are fake. These videos are to set you free from idolization of a character that is playing with your mind, that is harvesting your energy. Okay, you have to wake up. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate you guys so much.